Hello everyone, and welcome to this training session about Zonta Says Now. My name is Carol Theobald. I help develop Zonta Says Now and lead the International Working Group. I'm excited to share why this work matters, the tools we've created, and how you can be involved. Like you and me, Zonta members around the world are committed to ensuring that women's rights are recognised and upheld as human rights so that every woman can reach her full potential. Together, we advocate for a world in which women and men have equal access to resources, equal opportunities, and equal representation in decision-making. In the face of the climate crisis, every voice supporting our cause matters more than ever. As UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has said, the climate crisis is a human rights crisis and a women's rights crisis. And today, we'll show you what we can do about it. We'll explore why we need Zonta Says Now, the framework for action that guides our work, the resources available to you, how we celebrate Earth Day with our virtual art gallery, and simple ways that you can get involved. Many of you will recognise this train, and it's a powerful reminder of why we say now to gender equal climate action. Increased carbon pollution has led to global heating, causing more frequent and extreme weather events. These events trigger social disruption as millions of people lose their homes and livelihoods. And this disruption magnifies any existing inequality, including gender inequality. Zonta Says Now is about stopping this train. We do that by advocating for governments to meet their obligations under the Paris Agreement and by closing gender gaps in decision-making, education, economic opportunity, disaster preparedness, health and safety, as set out in our Statement on Climate Change. The International Zonta Says Now Working Group's aim is to put the Statement on Climate Change into practice. Zonta Says Now seeks climate justice for women and girls so that they can prevent, prepare for, respond to, and recover from the impacts of climate change on the same basis as men. We're not about planting trees. We're about empowering women and girls to thrive in a changing world. This short 3-minute video explains why we need Zonta Says Now. Now let's turn to our framework for action. The framework includes 5 simple steps that guide how we can take climate action as individuals and in our clubs. The framework can be applied to any climate justice issue. First, gather the facts. Learn and understand the issue before acting. We might start by exploring trusted climate science from UN sources, learn how climate change disproportionately impacts women and girls, and how we can reduce our carbon footprint. Second, lead by example. Show the way through your actions, such as reducing your own emissions through careful purchases and supporting women entrepreneurs. Third, use our voice. Share what you know and what you're doing with others so they can learn and take action too. And fourth, advocate. Promote gender equality and climate justice, for example, by meeting with local elected officials and raising awareness about how climate change magnifies inequalities. And finally, collaborate. Work with others to increase impact, whether across clubs or with other organisations. Together, these steps give us a clear and practical path to meaningful action. Next, let's look at the Zonta Says Now resources available to support you. Zonta Says Now really comes to life through the people involved in the campaign. We host online think tanks at both international and national levels, where you can learn to think globally and act locally. Each think tank offers an opportunity to exchange ideas, strengthen networks, and find inspiration for issues that matter in your community and our global neighbourhood. You can register for think tanks at zonta.org events page. We also work closely with advocacy teams across all levels of Zonta, so learning leads to real-world change. And we focus our activities around key moments throughout the year. March and April are especially busy with International Women's Day and the NGO Forum at the Commission on the Status of Women, and our major focus on Earth Day on the 22nd of April. We also come together at the International Convention every 2 years and support Zonta's advocacy during the Day of the Girl Child and the 16 Days of Activism. The Zonta Says Now resources page at zonta.org offers a wide range of resources to support your climate and gender equality work. They demonstrate that gender equality is not a side issue, it's a prerequisite for climate justice. Under Administration and Strategy, you'll find Zonta's strategic plan, the climate change statement, and a way to stay updated through the Intercontinental Think Tank mailing list. Under Fact Sheets, Guides and Leaflets, you'll find that our fact sheets cover everything from gender equal climate justice and women's economic opportunities to our research paper on women and sustainable decision making, which is complemented by a fact sheet and infographics, and our disaster preparedness guides and leaflets on the framework for action itself. Under the district and caucus pages, you'll find links to local resources and events. And finally, under videos and recordings, you'll find the recordings of our intercontinental think tanks, panel discussions, and short explainer videos like the Why We Need Zonta Says Now video that we showed earlier. Explore the resources today. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Now, let's look more closely at Earth Day and our Zonta Says Now virtual art gallery. Each year, on the 22nd of April, we observe the United Nations International Mother Earth Day. It's a time to reflect on our planet, the women and girls most impacted by climate change, and the essential role of women to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. For Zonta Says Now, Earth Day is both a call to action and a moment for creativity. What can you do? Your club may choose to host a Women in Science event or co-host an event with the Z Club and Golden Z Club to provide an intergenerational discussion about the future we are creating. And you can express how you feel about the world by submitting an entry to the Zonta Says Now virtual art gallery. Numbers and science tell us a lot, but they don't always move us to act. That's where art comes in. The Zonta Says Now virtual art gallery connects with our emotions, helping us understand climate change and gender inequality in a more personal way. Let's take a quick look at the gallery. This video showcases the amazing creativity of Zontians around the world, using art to educate, inspire, and advocate for gender-equal climate action. Each piece helps spark conversation and encourages action in our communities and beyond. Zontians and their families are welcome to submit their artwork. All forms of art and craft can be included. Songs, dance, sculpture, quilting, drawings, paintings, photographs, videos, films. The only limit is your imagination. The gallery is about sharing creativity and passion. It is not a competition. Submit your work by International Women's Day on the 8th of March to be part of the annual collection that launches on Earth Day, the 22nd of April. Find out more and submit your entry at zontasaysnowvirtualartgallery.org. So what can you do to start on your Zonta Says Now journey? You can start taking gender equal climate action today in 3 simple ways. First, read the Zonta International Statement on Climate Change to understand why this is a gender equality issue and what we can do. Second, visit the Zonta Says Now web pages to explore the resources and find out more about Zonta Says Now The pages are full of ideas you can use in your club and community. And third, submit your artwork to the virtual art gallery. These 3 steps are easy to start today, and each one helps build a stronger, more informed, and more active Zonta community. Cristiana Figueres reminds us that women possess the knowledge and skills to be at the forefront of climate action. When women lead, we transform communities and build a more sustainable world. Zonta Says Now shows us how to lead so that women and girls thrive, communities flourish, and hope grows in a changing world. Please join us. Thank you.